So I really want to wish all of my fellow gays and days a happy Pride Month. And, you know, so does the Trump administration. What better way to celebrate gay pride than killing a bunch of people with HIV? Weaponized HIV. Fucking stellar. And I can only imagine that this is the opening salvo of terrible things that this man is going to do to the LGBTQ plus community over the course of the next, 30 days? I don't know how many days are in June, 30. So buckle up, folks. It's going to be fucking terrible. But I got some work to do in the garden, and I want to expound on this. I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. I think you'll find it interesting. So come to the garden with me. I think one of the things that drives me most insane about this is, like, in light of that podcast episode that I recommended yesterday, which is the Ezra Klein one about Trump and cryptocurrency and World Liberty Financial. One of the things that keeps sticking out to me is that Trump and the Trump family, obviously estimates vary. We don't know exactly how much money this guy even has to begin with, let alone how much he's made. But like in the 3 months since he's been in office, he's made almost $1 billion. And his son said very recently that this whole cryptocurrency scam that they're involved with is the most lucrative thing that they've ever been a part of, the most lucrative business venture that they've ever been a part of. The amount of money that they are cutting from this effort to discover a vaccine for HIV, which is not limited to just HIV, by the way. It's also a number of diseases, and I'm trying to remember, there was a couple of autoimmune disorders. They essentially found the vaccine for COVID through the research that they had done on an HIV vaccine. And they were supposed to be doing some tests on a Moderna HIV vaccine. That those trials are now canceled as well. But the amount of money is like, it was about $250 million. So about what Donald Trump has made in a month since he became president. Just 1 month. And just 1 month of his crypto grift. This man has so much money, but not only so much money, he has so much leverage, right? Like he can raise that much money just from people who want to meet with him, want to influence him, want to get a chunk, right? He can raise almost $1 billion in 3 months. And he's using that influence, he's using that power, he's using that ability to enrich himself while slashing things that benefit the average American. As long as the average American is someone that he thinks he hates, disagrees with, doesn't like him, whatever the reason is. And I don't even think that really matters so much. I think as long as it's the average American, he's all about fucking them over. Veterans, who historically support Trump, I think they are just as much fair game as gay people. So just think about that. Like in 1 month of this crypto grift, he has made the amount of money that he just cut off from what ostensibly could save millions and millions and millions of lives. Just cut it off just like that. Doesn't matter to him. It's really disgusting. And I think about this a lot too, like just more generalized, not in the context that I just described, but like think about like if Donald Trump or Elon Musk, or the both of them used their wealth and more importantly now their power and influence to try to help people. Is that not mind-blowing? You know what I mean? And I don't mean like help people in some whatever roundabout way you think that they're actually helping people by cutting food stamps, cutting Social Security, cutting Medicaid, cutting. I don't mean that. I don't mean however you think that firing hundreds of thousands of federal workers is helping anyone. I don't mean that. I mean legitimately helping people. Imagine if they did that. So much could get done. So much great stuff could happen. With the political will that exists behind Donald Trump, if he used that to try to pass like single payer healthcare, or to try to pass like climate change legislation, like something like once in a generation, once in a lifetime, he could. And instead, he's used all that political clout to pass trillions of dollars of tax cuts for the wealthy. It's really incredible. We haven't had a president who's had this kind of power. You realize that? Like, this is the most powerful president we've ever had in our lifetimes, who's got the most support of any president that we've ever had. And this is what he's using his fucking influence for. It's wild. And you know, it's like a lot of people have pointed out, the cruelty is the point, right? Like, this isn't a mistake that he does this the day before Gay Pride Month. But I mean, it's not just gay people who are impacted by HIV. You know, it's predominantly communities of color, people in Africa, children. You know, the statistics on HIV are very easily findable online. But yeah, this is, I mean, like what he and his administration have done in terms of HIV, and the funding that they've cut from HIV services, just broadly, whether it's in the United States or in Africa or just in developing countries around the world, just killing people, killing tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of children by the end of this administration. Probably millions will die because of this stuff, and are dying. It's not even a hypothetical. Are dying, will continue to die. And that's what he's using this power for. It's just crazy to me that, like, this is a man whose party will go along with anything he does. Anything. And what is he using that power for? To kill children and cut taxes on the wealthy. Fucking wild. You know, he's one thing. Those of you guys who support him, though, absolutely disgusting. It's abhorrent. And all I can really say is that I hope you don't have to suffer in the way that the people he is hurting will have to suffer, because people shouldn't have to suffer like that. And yeah, I feel like one of the most important things to me is class solidarity. And I hope more than anything else that these Trump supporters fucking wake the fuck up to what this man is doing. I really do. And it won't bring people back to life. It won't undo all the murder, the murder that this man is responsible for. But there's a lot of people responsible for Donald Trump being elected. It's not just Republicans. It's not just people who voted for him. There's a lot of people responsible for it. And so I don't put all of that on the Trump supporter. But if you can look at everything he's done so far in this 100 days, 100 and some odd days, and you think that's okay, it's like depraved. Like, I wish you would stop making the rest of the country watch you do this weird, like, pseudo-sexual ritual with this 80-year-old man, where you just like watching him step on your balls, you know? It's like this like humiliation fetish that you're making all of us watch you engage in. Do that shit at home. gross. And the last thing I'll say is there's all these good billionaires, these people on the left who are extremely wealthy and supposedly are good people. Apparently, Democrats seem to think that not all billionaires and, ultra wealthy people are evil. Ken Martin, the DNC chair, said something to that effect when he was elected. Well, I sure hope that those people are putting their money where their mouth is, because it's been made evident that all you have to do is buy a couple $100 million worth of Trump coin or invest in something that personally benefits Donald Trump, and you can get an awful lot out of him. So where's Mark Cuban? Where's Oprah Winfrey? Where's, any of these wealthy people who are supposedly, forces for good in the world? I sure hope that they keep the receipts on the bribes that they're paying Trump, because I expect to see them in there using their money for our benefit. Where's the policy? Where's the policy that benefits us if these billionaires are such good people? The only reason why they spend money the way that they do and support the things that they do is because they think ultimately it'll help their bottom line. That's why they do it. They're not good people. But hey, I'd love to be proven wrong. So keep the receipts on you donating that money through World Liberty Financial or whatever method it is that you pay to play with the president. But this is where the rubber meets the road, boys. If you want to prove that you shouldn't have your money taxed out of existence, it's the time to do it. It's time to prove that. Start bribing. Get at it. But beyond that, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll end the video the same, which is happy Pride, and I hope everyone remembers the roots of this month and everything that it stands for and everything that we're supposed to do and that we've done historically when we're attacked and when we're under threat. And stick together, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of tough stuff coming down the pipeline in the next 30 days to intentionally punish us for being us. It's the way she goes. Love you guys.